Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to my subscribers. Welcome newcomers. I hope you like what you see, and if so, be part of this journey with us. We are one growing YouTube family. Thank you so much. If you also like the video, please give a thumbs up. It helps to circulate the video worldwide and people get to recognize our video, our group, our family. Thank you so much. I also would like to mention to you that I do have a crochet private group on Facebook. If you do have a profile, then you're more than welcome to join. You have to have a profile because there's a lot of scammers going around into the crochet groups, and I'm removing myself from them and keeping just one or two that I'm comfortable with. Besides that, I'm taking myself off the other ones. There's too much scamming going on. Be careful with the links that says bit on it. Those are fraud scammers that go through your phone if you're using your phone or your computer. You have to be extremely careful. I also have a crochet page. You can follow me through there. It's the same name, Crochet Art Tutorials by Maggie Lopez. And I also like to mention up top, there's 3 little buttons. You can slow down the video to the speed you would like. Right next to it, there's the closed caption. Everything I will say will be written down here. You can pause the video, take notes, and makes it much easier on everybody. If you have a tight stitch, use a hook bigger, one size bigger. If your stitch is too loose, use a hook one size smaller. It helps to create these beautiful patterns. I hope I'm not forgetting anything. Also, I have the PayPal account below in my description box for donations for the women in need of yarn and thread. They're desperately in need. I would appreciate if you guys can help me to get these threads and yarns to these women by donating whatever you feel like. It doesn't have to be millions. Anything counts. Below my video also there's a dollar sign, I think with a little bag or something. That's out of YouTube. These are for the people to help the designers, creators with donations. If anybody is pretending to give me anything, to donate anything for myself by clicking underneath my video where the dollar sign is, I intend to take whatever donations I get for myself and put it towards the women in need. This is my attention to do. I am committed to help these women out, so please help me to help them. Thank you so much. I think I pretty much covered everything. I hope I didn't forget anything. Okay, so let's get started, everyone. Okay, everyone, so for today's project, we're going to use 100% cotton thread. These are Portugal Brands. And we're going to use a 3.5 hook, small one to tuck in loose ends, a pair of scissors. So I have the 10 forest green and deep yellow. It looks more yellowy on the camera, but it's like an orange yellow. Okay, camera never does this justice. I hope you're going to like this tutorial. If you do, please give a thumbs up. It's important for the video. Also make a comment and share. So today we are going to create this beautiful doily carrots. I wish I had a straight orange thread, but I don't have enough, so I created with the yellow orange. But you can use whatever colors you want. It really doesn't change the effect that it gives you that design of the carrot. Okay, you could use the white and then the orange and the green, purple, the lilacs. It doesn't matter really. I mean, it's a beautiful design anyway. Okay, now I have friends of mine that have created already this type of design, just different, and I don't create the same thing as everyone else, so I've changed up my own game on it. I've changed up my own stitch and design, but the idea was not mine, just to let you know. Many other friends of mine have created this already and suggested for me to do it because people really like and enjoy the pattern, so I went with my own pattern and created my own style. So I hope you like it, okay? Very simple, very economic, and very fast to do. So we're going to get started. By the way, you can do this as a table runner by adding 2 smaller ones, attach them on both sides of the pattern, and probably add 2 or 3 leaves. Eventually, I'll probably do it with the white and the real orange, and then do a table runner with it and post it up and you can see how it looks afterwards once I get the thread. Okay, so now we're going to continue with this. By the way, you can go a little bit higher if you like, a little bit bigger, or you can go smaller on the doily, because it, depending upon the how many rows here that you do, you can increase or go smaller, decrease. Okay, let's get started, everyone. So the first thing you want to do is that slip stitch knot. If not, do a 6 chain. But I find the magic circle works pretty good in many patterns to get that center hole tied up. So you do 1, 2, 3. This is equal to a double crochet. Inside of this magic circle, we're going to do 17 more. So total of 18 double crochet. This is row 1, and we're going to close it in on the 3rd chain with a slip stitch. I'll meet you at the end. So I've done my 18. I'm trying to cut down the coloring here on the camera. 18 double crochet. I'm going to pull my chain on the center to close it up. On the 3rd chain, slip stitch. Now 1, 2, 3, and 4 chain. Next space, double crochet. So we're going to have again a total of 18 double crochets. Space separated by 1 chain. So 1 chain, double crochet in the next space. 1 chain, double crochet in the next space. We're going to do this 18 times. This is row 2. Going into row 3, so I've closed in with a slip stitch. 1, 2, 3. On the same space, another double crochet, chain 2, next space, 2 double crochet. So this row 3 will be groups of 2 double crochet on the same space and 2 chain separation space in between the groups. Okay, so very simple. I'll meet you in row 4. Okay, so we finished row 3. Going into row 4 will be the repeat, the same thing as row 3. So 3 chain and double crochet in the next space, 2 chain, and create those groups again. Double crochet, next space, double crochet, 2 chain, next space, double crochet, and next space, double crochet, and then 2 chain again. So it's going to be a repeat now. Row 5 will have 3 double crochets. We're going to have an increase on the 2nd double crochet. I'll meet you on row 5. Okay, so we finished doing row 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Going into row 5. Chain 3. Into the next space. We're going to start doing an increase on this row. And row 6 will be a repeat of this row 5. Okay? So 2 chain always until the end of the pattern. Next space, 2 double crochet. So we have an increase now of 3. 2 chain, next space, double crochet. On the 2nd double crochet, we're going to add 2 together. 2 chain, next space, and 2. So row 5 and row 6 is exactly the same repeat. So we're going to be doing row 6, double crochet, double crochet, double crochet over double crochet. Nothing to it, there's no increase, it's just double crochet over double crochet and 2 chain separation. I'll meet you in row 7. Okay, everyone, so tends to bend a little bit, right? But once as we go, it will all get straightened out, so don't worry about that. So we did row 6, same thing as row 5, just double crochet over double crochet, and now we're going to do an increase with 4. So chain 3, and on the last one, 2 together. So row 7 and 8 will be exactly the same thing. Increase on the last double crochet, 2 chain, and again double crochet over double crochet and 2 on the last double crochet. So row 7 and 8 is identical, and row 9 and 10 will have an increase of 5, adding 1 at the end, which will be identical. Row 9 and 10 will be the same. So I'll meet you at the end. We are on row 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll meet you at the end of row 8, which is exactly the same thing as this one. Okay, everyone, going into row 9. Row 9 and 10 will be exactly the same thing. So I did my chain 3, next space, double crochet, next space, double crochet, and increase 2 at the end. So we'll have 5 double crochets now, 2 chain, and again double crochet, next space, double crochet, and double crochet, and 2 in the same space. Okay, so row 9 and 10 are exactly the same thing. So I'll meet you at the end of row 10. Okay, everyone, going into row 11, as you can see, it starts to form almost like a hat, right? But don't worry about that. This next row is going to flatten the pattern out. Okay, row 11 is only double crochets all the way through around. So chain 3, next space, double crochet, next space, double crochet. It's only double crochets on this row 11 inside of the 2 chain, 2 double crochets. Let me just confirm here because sometimes I forget. What do I do? So yes, 2 double crochets. And then 1 per space. Two inside of the space. And we continue on. So it's only double crochet all the way around. Okay, everyone, so we're pretty much finished doing row 11. You can stretch it out a bit, but even though if it's not completely, if it's still turning a bit, right? Like I said, don't stress, because next rows, they're all going to fix. It's going to be nice and flat like the one I have there. Okay, so row 12 is very, very simple. Chain 1 on the same space. We're going to do a single, next space, single. So this row, oops, this row is only single crochets, 1 per space. Single, single, all the way around. No increases, no decreases, just single crochet. And then after this, we can cut our thread and we're going to start building our carrots. Okay, so single crochet, row 12, all the way around. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so going into row 13, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, the double crochets in the single, row 12, so now row 13. Now row 13 is going to be very simple. We are going to come in anywhere for this matter. We're not grabbing the single. We're coming in between the double crochets. And we're doing a single, Try to hide my thread at the same time. 1, 2, 3 chain. I'm coming back into the same space, and I'm giving it a good little stretch here. 2, 3, stretch it a bit, and 4. So we have 4 double crochets. I'm coming into my 3rd chain here. And I'm going to close it like a popcorn. Chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to count from the double crochets, not the singles, okay? So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3 on my 4th space here, okay? 1, 2, 3 on my 4th space. I'm redoing again my carrots. Give it a little stretch and 4 double crochets. I come into the first one and close it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Again, 1 space, 2 space, 3 space. On my 4th space, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Coming into the first one and tying it up a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Again, first space, second, third, and on my 4th. This is going to be a repeat like this all the way to the end, and then you can cut your thread again. One, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain, 1 space, 2 space, 3 space, and the 4th. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of this row, beginning of row 14. Okay, everyone, so we're almost at the end. Now, if I skip my 4 space, 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's too much of a space. I'm only going to skip 1, 2, and on my 3rd one, I'm going to do my carrot. Sometimes we have to cheat a little bit, and I just love when I have knots. Okay, I'm going to try to hide this knot here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. So we'll do it here on the 3rd one, and we're good to go. I'm going to come into the first one here. And I'm just going to hide the threads in between, because the next row is going to cover the leftover thread. So I'm going in between these little loops. Just back and forth. Now, of course, because we put the carrot, it pulls onto again as a hat, but the next rows are going to straighten it out. So I'm going to come back in with my tan color. Okay, so coming into row 14, I'm going to come in where I have my chain, try to hide my leftover thread. I'm going to do 7 singles inside of this chain. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 singles. I'm going to jump to the next space and continue to do my 7 singles. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Again, into the next space. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We're going to repeat this row all the way around. Okay, everyone, so we pretty much finished doing row 14. Now, as you can see, it became nice and flat, like I've been mentioning it would. Now I'm going into the green. Slip stitch knot. Now we're going to work inside of the popcorn. Okay, so we go directly into the middle of the popcorn. We're going to do a single, I have a habit of always tightening up my stitch. You'd think I'd learned my lesson by now, right? Okay, let's try it again. It's too tight. So I'm going to come right into the center, in the middle. Try to hide my thread. Single. 2 chain. That would be like a, oops, 2 chain, 3 chain. Okay, come back in. Give it a nice little stretch. Double crochet, 1 chain, come back in. So we have 3 double crochet. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to come back in. Is it 5? Let me just check here. Okay, so it's not 5, it's 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 chain. 1, 2, 3. And we're coming back in, right in the center of our carrot, and give it a good little stretch. Double crochet, 1 chain, and again double crochet, 1 chain. So we're doing this 3 times. These are our carrot leaves. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. For people that have extremely tight stitch, do chain 4 or 5. We don't want it to be pulling on the pattern. And we're going to do this all the way around. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, back with my tan color, going into row 16. You can go in anywhere you want. I'm coming in where the chains are with the single, hide my thread, 1, 2, 3, come in. We're going to do 4 double crochets inside of the space here, one in between the green, and one in between the next green, and then 4 double crochets again. This row will be like this all the way around. And again, in between the space, in between the next space, and 4 double crochets in the center of the space of the 3 chain. We're going to repeat this all the way around. Okay, everyone, so going into row 17, so I've closed in with a slip stitch. I'm going to go up 1 chain, back into the same space, single. I'm going to create 7 singles, 1 per space. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 singles. Chain 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to skip 1, 2, 3 on my 5th one. I'm going to create my 7 singles again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and skip 1, 2, 3, 4 on my 5th one. I'm going to create a 7 again. So we're going to do it like this all the way around. If we need to make an adjustment at the end, sometimes, it can happen that we only have 3 or 4 left to create the singles. We'll figure it out and we'll manage. Because I think on the other one, I missed it by 2. So I had to make a little cheating, a little fixer-upper. Nothing biggie. It's so easy to fix these things, okay? Okay, everyone. So like I mentioned, so if I skip 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to go in here, I can't do the 7 because I already have my 7 there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to back it up to this one here, just 2 before the ending, and I'm going to cheat and put 2 together here to make my 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to go back a little bit more and put 2 together. 1, 2, 3, 4. My 5th, 6th, and 7 on the same space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go into my 4th. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to put another one in the same space. You work the way it's best for you. 4, 5, 6, and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let me check here. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I go in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So too much. So 1, 2, 3. I'm going to come in my 3rd chain here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, perfect. Okay, so I came back to the second one here and I put 2 together, 2 together. So 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sorry, 6, 7 together. Here I skipped 1, 2, 3, I went into the fourth. 1, 2, 3, 4 together, 5, 6, 7, and here I skipped 1, 2, I went into the third, did my 7, and now my 5 chain, and so it works out that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it doesn't make a difference on the pattern. Okay, so on to the next row. I'm going to go over with a slip stitch. This is, so we have the first single, the second, and on my third one I'm going to do a single, second single, and third single. Okay, so I have 3 singles. I'm going to come directly inside of the space of the 5 chain and create 9 double crochets. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Again, I'm going to skip 1, 2 on my third one, single, second single, and third single. I'm going to continue to do this all the way around. 9 double crochets again inside of the space of the chain. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 9 double crochets. Skip 1, 2 on my third one, single, single, and single. Now, where we made the adjustment here, if you didn't want to have an extra one for whatever reason, because we added a few on the same space, you, instead of jumping 5, you can jump 6. So arrange it to your way that is best for you. So sometimes instead of having, let's say, 20 loops, we're going to have 21, or you're going to have 19. Okay, so it's up to you. Okay, so I'm getting at the end. I did my 9 coming into my first chain here. I'm going to do the walk over to the next one and do a single. I'm coming in on top of my first double crochet with double crochet, 1 chain, double crochet, 1 chain, and we're going to continue to do it like this all the way around. So you're going to have 9 double crochets with 1 chain separation in between them, and then the next row, which is the last row, is only single crochets. Okay, so we've done our 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to skip the first one, come into the center with a single, and continue again with the 9 double crochets separated by 1 chain per space. And then on my last one, I'm just coming right in the center of the single with a single. So this is what it's going to look like. So basically, I'll just use any thread here because I won't have enough to complete this row. I will have to get more thread. So your last row will be only of single crochet. So you would do single crochet on top of the double crochet, one inside of the space and on top of the double crochet, one inside of the space and one on top of the double crochet, just like that. So very simple, nothing to it. You're probably saying, why don't you use that color, Maggie? Because I would like to have the focus point on the carrots and not so much of coloring on the pattern. Okay, so we have that single here. Okay, so you basically would just go directly into the next double crochet and then continue on, one inside of the space, one on top of the double crochet. So you're just basically jumping from one place to another. And I mean, it does look pretty too, right? Okay, so I want to thank every single one of you for being part of this journey with me. Thank you so much, and let me know what you think about this pattern. Like I said, I've switched it up and created my own technique to it. So thank you so much. I will let you know. Usually I leave all the information in the description box as far as sizes. This is a 4-ply. I hope I mentioned that at the beginning. I can't remember. So after being stretched out and blocked, now you know that I like to use the laundry softener. So basically what I do to block it, I just spray it, a few sprays here and there, and I stretch it with my hands and I leave it flat in a flat surface and let it dry on its own. It gives it the blocking and a nice stretch at the same time. It gives it a nice smell to begin with. Okay, so thank you so much, everybody. I will meet you in the next tutorial. Please share with your friends and family and put it on your Facebook public. It does help to have the channel grow. It's very important for us creators to keep growing and to be appreciated of the patterns that we put out there. These are all free. Please also consider giving to the people in need, the women in need of thread. Donate whatever you can. My PayPal account is below in the description box. And right below the video, there's a little bag with a $sign. Usually that's for people to help us creators. And they donate to help us keep up, with our threads and our creations. Because everything is free and all these things do cost a lot of money to create videos all the time, right? So my intention is, if anybody is wanting to donate for myself, I'm taking that money and putting towards the thread for the women in need. So please do help out because they're really desperate for it, okay? Let's all do this together. Thank you so much. I send you lots of love and hugs. Thank you, everybody. Until next time. Bye-bye.